Thanks, ugly guy. Thanks.
I drip on your bitch like water. I splash on your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage. I pull up and fuck on your daughter. I drip on your bitch like water. I splash on your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage. I pull up and fuck on your daughter. Water, 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 water.
Now, hey, listen, I could be killed at any moment. I mean, there could be a lightning strike, a meteor, plane crash, postal worker. Anything could happen in here. Oh, sorry, Hector. Yeah, maybe you should have put a ring on it. Don't act like you don't care. What's up? Zeus is like, I'm being used. Now, you're all right, kid. You're all right. Now, if you're a Seminole warrior back in the 1800s, and you're out catching alligators, you're doing that to feed your family, but you want to catch them alive. Alligator meat does spoil very quickly in the hot Florida sun. The first thing you'd want to do, obviously, is tie the jaws shut. By yourself, a little challenging. You do need two hands to tie a good knot, and then something has to hold the mouth closed while you're doing that, or you risk losing your fingers in the process. So the Seminoles came up with a technique that we now refer to as bulldogging, holding the jaws closed with your chin and your chest. That would free your hands up, give you time to take out leather or rope and tie a knot. If you want to take a picture, wait till both arms go out to the side, or you see the blood pouring down my throat. It's usually where I tell the kids to stay in school. Still watching? Okay, take your pictures quickly, please. Take out a rope, couple wraps, tie a knot, and you'd have yourself a cotton-tied alligator. Now, judging by the complete lack of applause, I'm assuming you people are not really impressed with me or the alligator right now. That's all right. I'll try to redeem myself in a minute or two. In the meantime, we're going to touch on a few different parts of the alligator's anatomy. The eyes of an alligator are very well protected, very deep eye sockets. Anything were to threaten the eyes, they will drop to the bottom of the eye sockets out of the way of harm. Bony, leathery eyelids come down to help protect them, lower eyelids like you and I have. He also has that third eyelid called a hey, watch the elbow, I'll be singing soprano. A nictitating membrane, little transparent lens. You'll see move from front to back. Do it now. Do it now. Hey, the eye thing. Can I talk to you for a second? You do realize without me you'd be a suitcase, right? Just show me the eye thing. There it goes. Little transparent lens, acid clean dust and debris away from the eye. Don't trust an elbow. Acid clean dust and debris away from the eyes. Also has a pair of goggles for the alligator in the water. Behind the eyes, alligator's ears, these little flaps right there. Even with these small ears, they still hear just about as well as you and I on land. They also hear very well under the water. Between the ears, behind the eyes, located right about there, alligator's brain, about the size of a walnut. I'm being generous. There's only one animal in the entire world that has a smaller brain to body size ratio. That, of course, is the alligator wrestler. I still don't get that joke. Bony plates you see all over the back. Is this thing on? Check one. I was Eddie Murphy all morning. You guys roll into town like a funeral. Probably just laughing on the inside kind of crowd. That's all it is. Bony plates you see all over the back. They're called scutes. They're solid bone osteoderms. They do two things for an alligator. Number one, it's armor plating. It protects them from predators and other alligators during the mating and territorial disputes. More importantly, though, it acts as a solar panel. These alligators will lay out in the sun with this dark black skin. Sun beats down, heats up that skin and those scutes, which are all covered with little blood vessels. The blood will heat up, circulate through the body, increasing the energy and metabolism. Now you'll notice I said the skin was black and not green, because almost every sign, t-shirt, cartoon, painting, stuffed animal, rubber toy, high school and college mascot you've ever seen of an alligator, almost always green. Green. I'm not too smart. It's not green, that's black. Now, what separates alligator wrestling from alligator capturing, of course, dangerous stunts, doing a couple of foolish things like we'll do right now. First trick is called the Florida Smile. Gonna open the alligator's mouth, showing all 80 teeth. He's got 40 teeth on top and 40 teeth in the bottom. Yeah, it smells so good just like that. If you look at the back of his throat, it appears he has little to no throat opening. He has an oversized palatal valve or glottis, which allows him to go underwater, capture Stumpy. Oh, Stumpy! What's the matter with you? Hey, why don't you try that with me, son? See how that works. What's the matter with you? Where'd that come from? What, did he steal your Skittles or something? I don't like him either, but come on, dog. Yeah, look out, the enforcer's right there, dog. That was all done. Zeus, don't move, good job. You could have walked away, man, I'm just saying. So again, oversized palatal valve or glottis allows them to go in the water, capture food without drowning. Usually, it'll come above the water, drain that water off, then swallow his food whole. Oh, he likes to make it look dangerous sometimes. It's a bit of a show. You're 0 for 2 on applause, man. This is not your best day show. All right, last trick we're going to do is what's called a face-off, because if by chance I do mess up, this will also going to show you exactly what a bachelor's degree in psychology is now worth. From the University of Massachusetts, anyway. My parents wasted a lot of money on college. Don't really appreciate the fact that I make bad jokes about it in an alligator pit. 50 years old, my dad's still telling me to give him his money back. Trust me, that will never happen. Last trick, no heroes. This is how Bootsy got killed. Hey, the suitcase thing can still happen, my friend. That was the point of me bringing it up. I make one phone call, you're full of zippers. I'm going to have you in check baggage by next Thursday. Stop messing with it. Sometimes people clap. It smells amazing, by the way. Hey, I found my keys. That's enough of that stuff. Get off the alligator. Best part of the show for me, probably for Zeus, too. Let's go, bud. I like the way you walk, girl. Oh, I creeped him out. It's amazing how fast they move, right? See, that's why you have to run zigzag. No, otherwise, they would never catch you. They started that whole thing. Have you ever heard that? Chase by an alligator run zigzag? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. They didn't push that for over 50 years in Florida. Don't run zigzag. Just run. If you're going to do anything, trip the kids and walk away with dignity. I mean, not your own kids if you can help it. But I mean, if it comes down to it, come on, man. You're smaller and faster than we are, they got a much better chance. Especially if you're on vacation. That kid's so hopped up on Mountain Dew and Skittles right now, the gator has no chance. Kid will be doing that reverse matrix flip where it's running upside down. Gator's like, oh crap, it's not Skittles. Nobody gets time for that. By the way, the hardest part about that whole scenario is getting the gator to chase you to begin with. Because it doesn't happen. They run away from you, not at you. Zeus is over 8.5 feet long. Not sure if you noticed. Him and all his buddies are 6 inches tall. On land, you're Bigfoot. You tower above them. You're very intimidating. I've had 16 and 17 foot crocodiles that outweigh me tenfold run away from me in Costa Rica and Australia. 99% of the time, if you get attacked, which is different than simply being bitten. I could have been bitten right there. It's not an attack. I'm doing something stupid. But if you get a legitimate, unprovoked attack by an alligator, 99% of the time, you are in the water or right at the water's edge. I will guarantee you at least 3 things if you get bitten out in the middle of a field. Number 1, you're a guy. 100% of the time. It's the same as Independence Day. On the 5th of July, open the newspaper. You'll always hear a story about some idiot getting his fingers blown off with an M80. Not once has it ever been a woman. No woman ever looked at an M80 and said, man, that fuse is burning fast. Hey, you think I should... It doesn't happen. Number 2, you either said, hold my beer, or hey, watch this. Just before you got bitten. That is a charter member of the Hold My Beer Club right there. This poor woman spent half her life holding 2 beers watching that guy get hurt. Yeah, nobody's denying that. And number 3, you certainly don't have any kind of a professional name or title. If your name is something like Dr. Reginald Covington, MD, I'm positive you'll never be bitten by an alligator in the middle of the field. If you have a name like Strafford Westgate III, nobody in human history named Strafford has ever been bitten by an alligator, let alone in the middle of a field. It's always somebody named Boomer or Cletus or Bubba. Yeah, a whole lot of Bubbas get bit. Ain't that right, Bubba? You know what the sad part is? She's going to call you Bubba for the next 2 weeks. You're welcome. All right, guys. With that, that is the end of the show. Again, anything you put in the basket down there does go to help save these ungrateful alligators. We always do appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, guys, and God bless. What's that, baby boy? $50 that you will make the water. I'll make it 100.
Look, he said right down.
He didn't make the end of the joke.
Nope, not even.
Guys, if you have any questions at all, feel free to Google it. That's joking the whole show. When you do head out, you head out to my left, your right, you circle around back. If you want to stop at the photo booth to hold the baby alligator, there's 2 white tents behind you. Maybe you have a snake as well. And I'm not sure, but I think I heard a pig. It was either a pig or a couple of airboat captains reenacting that scene from Deliverance. That's joking the whole show if you've seen Deliverance. If you haven't, don't. Don't Google Deliverance and squeal like a pig. I'm telling you, don't do it. That's the scariest scene of all times. I still break out into a full sprint.
Oh, really?
Yeah.